Hi Flosstube. Hi everybody. This is Jenna, the red-headed stitcher, and today is Friday the 16th of May. So I am going to bring to you today my first in a very long time of doing a Flosstube Friday. So what is Flosstube Friday? Well, basically it's a Flosstube that I've recorded on a Friday. I did this many years ago when I recorded Flosstube. I had a slightly different handle on YouTube. Some of you may have remembered me back from then, which I think was about 7 or 8 years ago. And I used to basically do a weekly video. So what I'm hoping to start doing again, and I'll see how it goes, is doing a weekly video, so progress from what I worked on from last Saturday up to today. Of course, today isn't finished yet. We're sort of 1:30 in the afternoon sort of time. But I'll be showing you what I am working on today so you can get an idea and everything. So if you're new here, thank you for tuning in and having a look. Thank you to all. I've had some new subscribers since last week because I've been away for quite some time. So thank you for all the lovely comments from everyone. And if you're new here, welcome. If you like the content, please feel free to like. Tell me what you're stitching at the moment, if you're stitching anything that I've been stitching on. And if you want to subscribe, just so then you can keep up to date with when I hopefully do next week's video and for the foreseeable future as well. So let's get things started. So I've got some notes here. I wrote out what I did each day to help me. So from last Saturday, and I'm going to be using my tablet to show before, after, and how it's going to look when it's finished. So I'm going to start with my oldest whip, which I spun my wheel last Friday and it pulled the Cut Through Cruise Ship by Boffy threads. And this is not a fantastic picture, but it is a picture of what it will look like when it's finished. And if it ever gets pulled again, this is the first time it's been pulled all year. Me using my wheel to actually decide what I'm going to work on. First time it's been pulled all year. So next time it does, I promise that it will be a better picture than something through a polythene bag tilted towards the window with sunlight coming through. Okay, so this is how it looked before I put in 3 days of work. And this is how it looks now. So I concentrated on getting this. This was extremely boring. Doing the steam, not the most fun part at all. And it's been stitched on 18 count fabric flare cloud summer sky. I also did the flag, birds here, him asleep in the deck chair there, this detail here, that part there is going to be a flag here as well. I also miscounted here, so I've got to account for that because I'm not going to take all of that out. I'll just fudge it best that I can. And so yeah, so I am not a fan of doing outline at all, but it really shows everything up so much better doing the outline. So my top tip for anyone who's considering doing anything like this or anything outline heavy, outline a bit as you go. Don't just leave it all to the end because you'll go off it, you might not finish it. If you do a bit as you go, then at least you can see. I mean, like him there, I did like the hat, the very top bit of the hat, outlined it. And then a bit lower, outlined it. Every time I was able to do a little bit of outline, even if it wasn't much, I did it because also you see it coming to life as well. So yeah, so that was 3 days of work on that. And as I said, so this is now my oldest whip because I did finish I always call it the Halloween dogs. It's not its official name, it's the best treat of all, the Rendell Boffy Threads kit. And that Rendell one was started in 2022 and I finished it last month. And this one was started in 2023. I can't tell you precise date or anything, but it was definitely 2023. So obviously when it gets called again, it'll get another 3 days of work. Any project I've got which is quite a size, then I'm putting in 3 days. Most of my projects aren't actually that big, so then it just would have the 1 day of work. And then I have projects, I've got one project on black Ada and one project on 20 count Ada. Now with them, I feel I need really good lighting to work on that. So I only work on that if they're called on the wheel. I only work on them in the morning when you get really good sunlight coming through. And yes, I know you can get good sunlight coming through in the afternoon as well. I mean, we've got quite high UV today, hence why I'm just moving so you can see. It's quite bright in here today. I've got no lights on at all. It's just very, very bright. And but I have to be careful because that will give me migraines. So I like it light, but not too light. So that was that project. So as I said, so that was worked on for 3 days. And right, and now I'll just grab the next one. Okay, so that brings me to Tuesday, and which is a finish and a whip all in one go. I will explain. In this project bag, I cannot remember who I bought it from, but it did come from Etsy. I bought that to do with the Arctic animals, so they said about that the better. So that one. So that's right. So this is one of the Prairie Schooler mini cards. In fact, here's some more here. These are ones I haven't actually done yet. This is set B. I think the set, because you've got set A, B. I'm pretty sure they're done by sets, the group term of them. And yeah, so see, so we've got a male and a female pheasant. And I used my new Dinky nurge hoop. I had a set of nurges for Easter from Mum, and so I was sewing it, and as I was sewing it I found I was just working on the female pheasant, and then I thought I don't like him being on top of her like that, you know, perched on her and facing that way as well. I don't know, I just didn't really like it. So what I've done is I've just sewn her on her own, and then I'll sew him separately and then finish them as separate pieces. So that's a finish, but it's also a whip because I haven't done him yet. So let's have another look at her. And she has been stitched on 16 count Rustico. He will also be stitched on 16 count Rustico as well. And no outline, so that made a nice change, but I really like them and I think they look really nice together. I've got a sort of plan for what I want to do with them, but I'm not sure at the moment if it's going to work. So when I get around to actually trying it, if it does work, then I will report back. So that was Tuesday, and that was a start and a finish, the female pheasant on Tuesday. So let me go and grab up Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday the wheel picked my long dog sampler, which I will show you now. That look like when it's finished. Again, yeah, because it's going through a polythene bag with sunlight on it. And it's called You Belong to Me. This is how it looked before I started any work on it. And because of the size and everything, I will be giving it 3 days. So that was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I've been sewing it 3 days. And currently, this is how it looks. So this is being stitched on 16 count Rustico. It is using a DMC variegated thread, and I haven't got any of the threads with me, so I haven't actually got it to hand to tell you. But if you did particularly want to know, if you want to leave a comment, then I would get a skein out and tell you exactly what the number is. So what it is, it's one page is finished, and I'm working on the page above the page that I finished here. So as I said, so I started doing this on Wednesday, and I didn't get an awful lot done because I've gone and wrenched a muscle or something in my right arm. So I was just doing a little bit, and because of how having to hold it and everything, I was finding it quite painful to work on. So yesterday I decided to get another whip out, something that wouldn't be causing me to having to sort of that sort of motion so much. And I pulled out this. This is the April Tent Maker Small by Carolyn Manning. I don't have a before picture, and I don't have a picture of showing how it's going to look like when it finished, because it's very nearly finished anyway. So if you can see the yellow here, got 4 more of them to do, and then a 1 stitch border of the orange colour. That's the very middle stitch there, and then it'll be done. So I'm hoping for a finish of this today, and I'm hoping to put a couple of strands in my long dog today as well, and then that brings us up to date. So I did spin my wheel for what I'm going to be doing for tomorrow, and it picked my long dog, so you'll be seeing that again next week. Just a quick reminder, on the 24th of June will be the start of the Erin Elizabeth Strawberry Stitch Along, which will have the hashtag Erin Strawberries. I will be starting the strawberry tier, and she has got a load of strawberry charts, all as lovely as each other. You know, you'll find it so hard to pick one if you go and have a look. So if you're interested in joining at all, 24th of June is when we'll be starting. Although I call it a stitch along, it's more of a start along. Start it on that day, take as long as you need to do it and everything, you know, just enjoy it. Just enjoy doing one of her strawberry charts. So yeah, so that's the one I'll be starting. And most likely I will be stitching it on 18 count Swigart Pink, in case you wanted to think about what sort of fabric might work well. There's all sorts that will work for it anyway. 19th of August, another date for your diaries if you're interested in possibly joining a stitch along, start along at all, as my birthday sale, and I'm going to be starting the Summer Quaker by Leela Studio. And it would be nice if some people join me on that, just to kick off my birthday. So yeah, so 19th of August for that one. So there's no more stitching to show. I've updated you all on when the sales are going to be starting. I am 5 Instagram followers off from my 200, and I made a commitment that when I reach 200 I'll be doing a whip parade. My Instagram handle is redheadedstitcher24. I believe I'm 45 subscribers off my 200. When I get to 200, I've made a commitment I will be doing a $20 123 stitch gift card giveaway. So if you're already following or a subscriber, if you are okay to share, you know, to your followers and subscribers yourself, to come and have a look, please do. I'm hoping that maybe a few more views and everything will help the algorithm, so more people will actually discover my channel as well, because more likes and subscribes. Hopefully that will work in my favour as well. So that is it for today. So thank you all for watching. So until hopefully a week's time, when I will be showing you what I worked from tomorrow up to a week today. So that is it. So take care, everyone. Bye.